Quiet Island, an ancient land home to warrior clans, mostly ninjas. Wilder clan law dictates every 15 years a battle circuit is held to determine the mightiest warrior, the Maximus Circuit. Last fighter standing on the island wins. They are awarded cash money and the rights to the Wilder Ninja Clan land. For 500 years, the Wilders have won. Rex, one of the 2 Wilder clan heirs, has made a deal with key interests that will ensure Rex wins so he can sell the land to Rooter Corp and split the earnings. But splitting the pot is for babies. I'm the other heir, and they'll have to get through me first. I'll show them true maniac fighting. Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and otherwise. I'm Lamar Haven. Welcome to Aces Wild, manic brawling action. This is a very interesting indie game, which I am terrible at. To be fair, I've only played about an hour of it. You may have noticed this from Man vs. Game streams, as he has done a stream where he promoted this game. It is available DRM free from the website, the creator's website. I will go ahead and link that in the description. But it is a very interesting game, and I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. Now, it is natively available for the Xbox 360 controller. Just keep in mind that you might run into issues when adjusting the settings on the controller, like trying to switch the key bindings. If something goes wrong, you have to end up deleting the config file for the controller. This has happened to me. Now, I've tried all the characters, as you might notice in the scoreboard over there. You have Ace Wilder, Gene Drift, and Eagle Morris. Ace Wilder, the main character, seems to be mostly based on like combo attacks, but otherwise all-around character. Gene Drift is slower, but has more area of effect attacks and stuff like that. Eagle Morris tends to be more of a technical character by my... now, keep in mind, I am a noob at fighting games, so don't take this as gospel. But Eagle Morris tends to have like more skills where like if you dodge at the right time you can throw knives and other skills that the other characters don't have, but overall seems a little weaker. I tend to prefer Gene Drift. He's my style. Alright. So this is an aerial combat game, I believe the character has, is one of the ways the character... Yeah. Let's try that again, shall we? The creator has described this game as a aerial combat game. It very much is about staying in the air, continuing combos, and artfully dodging the enemies. Alright, see, the end of my regular combo deals pretty massive damage on this character. You can dodge attacks, as you might have noticed me there, dodging the knives. You can knock them out of the air with your attacks too. This is a high skill ceiling game, my goodness, and it starts to get balls hard very quickly. You might notice I am glowing rather blue and have a wild meter. And the wild meter builds up as you do more combos, and you can use it to unleash charged, very powerful attacks. You need these to often break through enemies' guards or just to eliminate very powerful enemies very quickly. I'm not using any right now because these regular ninjas don't really require it. And having a high gauge built up is pretty useful, though I am building up more by not using it, so I should probably start using some of the attacks. You can dodge enemy attacks, as you might have noticed me doing on occasion. You can counter after you dodge, also. Ow. Yeah, that's me getting my ass kicked. There's only one way to recover your health. I love it when that happens. There's only one way to recover your health, and that is by using the panic of their wild meter. And once you have built up to the point where you... Ow. Yes, ninja dogs. Once you've built up to the point where wild meter is past the panic level, you can use your wild meter to heal you instead of deal damage. Well, it'll still deal some damage. It'll perform a very short, like, point-blank AoE on the character. Ow. I'm getting my butt kicked by this ninja dog! Go away, dog. And you can dash. But be careful, you might have noticed my wild meter went down as I dashed. If you hold down the dash button for longer than necessary, you'll keep dashing, but you'll burn out your wild meter. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and see if I can't show off the panic meter. Nope, that's not it. That was the big strong attack that you could do. And there's nothing up here. I'll go ahead and show off Panic once I get my meter built back up. I like to use dodge to just move in short bursts sometimes, because you don't have 100% control of how you move in the air. You're not flying, sort of, unless you dash. Dashing will basically let you fly. But dodging doesn't use up any meter, and still lets you do stuff. You might notice I sort of did like the end of my combo right after a dodge. That's because I did a counter. I attacked while dodging, and Gene Wilder likes to do big showy attacks sometimes. Down he goes. I love his wall jump. Watch how he does this. Yeah, he's just sort of leaning on the wall. All characters can wall jump. You sort of get the feeling that Gene Wilder is kind of trying too hard to be awesome. Oh dear, mini boss. You can see the opponent's health bars, but you might notice, as I forget to mention this during the encounter with the dog enemy, Ninja Dog, when they have the blue bar right over their health bar, they have a shield, which means you don't interrupt their attacks. You have to break through that first. Alright, that was my panic attack. It healed me and hit everybody in a small area. Now, because those were especially weak ninja illusions, they were blown away by it, but that won't happen to all enemies. You're going to start, as you progress through the game, you're going to encounter more and more enemies that start default with that blue sort of shield bar, and you can't interrupt their attacks as easily. So you have to, that's when you need to use the big attacks to sort of burst through that as fast as possible, so that your normal combos interrupt their attacks. Which I suck at, by the way. I suck at everything in this game. You might also, I should probably mention, that as you use your panic to gain health... Ow, ow, ow! Pain, suffering, lots of agony! Pain, suffering, lots of agony! Go away. That's why I love Gene Wilder. Alright, every time you use panic to increase your health, it also increases how much of your wild gauge you need to fill up before you can use it again. And that's sort of the limiting factor. It gets to the point where you have to fill up your entire wild bar to heal yourself. And if you can't do that and you're taking too much damage, you die. And this game is a bit of a score attack element to it, speedrun element to it. So, yeah, doing that is bad. Alright, here's another introduction to another enemy, the Ironside. Alright. Just keep pressure on until you can break through the shield. Oh, ow. Haha, broke through. Ow. You do have to be careful. If you leave an enemy who had a shield alone for too long, they will just build it right back up. Shockwaves. You can definitely feel like that. Ow, ow, ow. Yeah, every enemy we've faced so far is sort of a mini-boss, are actually normal enemies that you just start to face later on as just part of the standard rotation of enemies. Alright, had to use some panic there. Oh! Nope, ow, bad. Suffering, ow. Alright, I need to get rid of these ninjas. Prioritize the weak enemies, because especially since the Ironside is, unlike the ninjas, the Ironside doesn't fly. He has some aerial attacks, of course, just like that. Ow! But he's mostly limited by gravity, whereas the ninjas are, ow, not so much. Ow! I could have sworn I was moving high enough to dodge that. I think one of my problems with this game, and honestly many fighting games, is it feels odd for me to keep my controller in the neutral position. So I'm always trying to move. And that's not necessarily the best thing. Because it's precise movements and controlling exactly where you want to go is more important than just staying on the move and not necessarily having a plan. Alright, boss time. Giant ninja dog! Sparkly bones, ow. Ow. All bosses, pretty much, from my understanding, will have a shield of some kind that you'll have to break through. Oh god, you don't want to see what that attack is. If you have any sense of human decency, kindness, or mercy in your soul, you don't want to see what attack he almost did. So as this guy goes through phases, ow, 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 get his percent down. He'll start to summon other dogs and reset his shield. You gotta try and break through that shield, but honestly, I prioritize the mini ninja dogs first. Bouncing freaking laser. Oh god. And didn't expect the phase transition. Ow. Usually I try to. Oh dear! There it is! Why? Humanity. So cruel and unusual. Yeah, the dog pees everywhere and explosions. You could definitely feel some crazy ass anime influences here. See, my panic bar is at the max now. I can only heal by going all the way up. So I might be in trouble. Alright. Got rid of this. Oh, one of Gene Wilder's... Oh! I thought I died! Alright, normally, whenever you do a break attack, those big attacks, I think they're called break attacks, you can do them in any direction and charge them. Gene Wilder, I found, only charges them from the neutral position. That's sort of one of the reasons I was complaining about how I tend not to use the neutral position. You might also notice my panic bar is now reset. That is because we have finished a level, and we're moving on to the next one. Grade C+. That's not bad. I think my first grade was B. Alright, here's where things are going to start to get hectic. Alright. Foxtails. If you don't keep them stuck in a combo, they just disappear and reappear later. Alone, not a big deal. Of course. As is pretty much everything in this game except for bosses. But they can be a big deal when teamed up with other stuff. Enemies, I do believe enemies bounce off each other and hurt each other, and I think the same is true as for destructible terrain. Oh god, Ironside. I'll keep him down there. You stay down there, nice and happy. I'll deal with minions. Too many minions. One of the things that's good for me for Gene Wilder, but I'm sure will be a pain in the ass as I get better with him, is sometimes I'll mistakenly hold down the break button, and that'll charge the attack, but not unleash it. And enemies can interrupt that, which is huge. I mean, the more you charge it, the way more powerful the break attack starts to get. So, that's good to know. Oh no, did I accidentally use my panic meter already? That's odd. I don't remember using it. I must have misclicked. Yeah, that's bad. I'm gonna need every bit of that panic meter for the boss. Nope. Ooh. Murdered my face. But because he will not charge in certain directions, he'll just unleash it right away. Which is good for me sometimes. Ow. And yes, the direction you push matters on the type of attack you do. I'm pretty sure it matters all the time. There you go. See, I try to avoid using dash as much as possible, and I try to move using dodge. Not just because I'm bad at timing dodge, so I just try and dodge as a default more often. And yes, new enemy. Frickin' robots with shields. And missiles. Missiles too, don't forget the missiles. But since dodge doesn't use your wild meter and... Yeah! And charge does if you hold it too long, and I don't trust myself to be precise enough on the dodges. Do there? Okay, I said earlier that the enemies can build back their shields up. I might be wrong about that, because I left that robot alone for quite some time, and he was just like, nope, no shield. What's a shield? Murder your face! Murder your faces! all your non-existent faces are going to get murdered. Got him. Yeah, I know. I was just flailing wildly at the air, waiting for my AoE attack to hit in the end of the combo. That's poor form right there. Poor form. Hop, hop. Oh god, everything's terrible forever. Alright. Nope, nope. Still terrible. Let that hit me. Let that hit me. Yeah, you gotta go. Ow. No, don't go too far down. Enemies spawn as you go further. So if you're not, like, trapped in a specific area, don't push forward unless you're sure you can handle it. Because that right there, that was a mistake. There are enemies that'll try to lure you into areas I've found where the rest will spawn. Yes, I used my panic meter on purpose. Which is terrible of me. I'm probably gonna, use at least one life getting to the boss. And then, depending on how I look at the boss, I'll probably use another life. Because, yikes. Keep the pressure on. Keep the pressure on. Ow. Okay, just dodge those. Stop trying to be fancy. Ow! Oh god, everything is terrible forever. Maybe not. Ow. I prefer the nuclear missile approach to fight combat, which is just hit everywhere. You'll hit them eventually. Alright. Osprey, huh? Oh god! Nope. Missile bad. Missile's bad. Ow! Ow. Come back here, you. There's always an arrow pointing to, like, where the enemies are if they're off screen, because you have to kill all the enemies to continue most of the time. Down I go. Everything's terrible again. Yeah, I can't leave these robots alone. I've got to at least break their shield. They just have way too many. Oh, God, Ironside. Take care of the crow first, and let the AoE... Ow. Not entirely sure what happened back there, but I like it. Oh, there's a fox. Yep, went too far down the boxes. Spawn more enemies. Ow. I am also way too aggressive. When you start to get good at fighting games, one of the features you know is when to hold back and when to push in, you know? Gotta know when to hold them, gotta know when to fold them. And other various... Oh, fiddler crab! Ow, everything hurts. I don't care what I was saying. Fiddler crab must die. Ow! You can't bounce me around like I'm some Super Smash Brothers character. That's my job. There we go. Whew. Haven, use more break attacks. Screw you, I'll do what I want. There we go. Panic. Alright. Keep the intercept down. Oh, be careful. I'm actually doing something very dumb. See? Lava! Everything's terrible, as always. Yeah, I had to use a dash there because you're in a room where you're basically expected to start flying. Just to give you a sense for how powerful these break attacks are, as Ace Wilder, I fought one of those hermit crab enemies, or whatever they're called, the crabs. The dudes with the giant thing on their arm. Everything hurts! Insta-kill if you knock them into lava. Good to know! And why is this one glowing? Oh, that's why! I've learned something! Just burst through! Ow! Okay, what was I trying to say? Oh yeah, against the hermit crab style enemies, I broke a dude's shield and then did like a fully charged break attack and killed him in one hit. So, they can be power. Oh dear. Wild meter not full. Health low. Let's give it a shot.
Nobody blink.
Oh, I blinked, I'm sorry! Rena Serena. Wielding deadly umbrellas, ow, and swords. This lady is no joke. No, I pressed the panic button and it did nothing. Okay, so that's a death. My rank went down like hell. Ow. Ah! Look how little damage I'm, doing to her. Ah, missed. Many ows, many pains. Alright, time to actually start doing some damage to her. You can break her umbrellas, and they also have shields, but you can kill them too, which is kind of suggested at times because she'll start getting a ton on screen and they have their own attack patterns that complement hers. Ow. I think I've had up to like 3 on screen, but only for like a second or two. Oh, her shield's back up. Ugh. Her shield just blocks so much damage. Ah, I burst her right through one of her phases. Ugh. Panic. Boy, is that an aptly named mechanic, the panic meter. Haha. Ow. Alright, good. Nope, missed. Got her. Barely any damage though. That was a waste. Nope, make with the... Ow. Don't dodge behind her. Dodge towards her. What is wrong with you, Haven? Ow. Head injuries. That's what's wrong with me. Lots and lots of head injuries. Ow. Gotcha. I need to build up that panic. Hate that move. Nope. Dodged badly again. Keep dodging badly. Nope. Ow. Everything, ow. So much suffering. Ow. I can do this. I can do this! Nope, not like this I can't. I was trying to get a break attack in, but that was... But I just focused way too much on trying to get that break attack in. I wasn't focused on opening up an opportunity for dead. That's no good. Take 3. Ow. Die, Arena Serena. It's good, ow, sometimes build up your wild meter on her umbrellas because they're safer to attack than she is often. Ow. Except when they combo you like that, because you're an idiot. Ha! Gotcha. Got me. Double got me. Run away. I wonder if dash breaks you out of those kind of things. Maybe it does. I'll have to check for myself. Good. Got a big hit in. Yep, pushed her through the next phase with it too. Get that umbrella out of the way. Ow. So much suffering. And again, I dodged through her. Because learning from your mistakes is too hipster for me. Ow! At least I gotta dodge off there. I don't know how I survived that, don't ask. I thought I was high enough to avoid that. Broke her through to the next phase. No! Wasted a full meter on that. And now I'm gonna die. Oh, that was... Oh, it was hubris. It was hubris! Panic! Do not let hubris be your downfall. Ow. Whew. Oh, jeez. I'm sure there's something to do with how those leaves are falling to predict her attacks or something. But I am not a smart enough man to figure out how to do that at the moment. Nope. Ugh. Oh, got me. This should not be taking this many tries. Oh, I am miserable. It was hubris, I tell you. Nope. Stop dodging through her, you idiot. And I was wrong. I didn't do the big flippy AoE attack from a counter. It actually just kind of continues where you left off on the combo. It just so happened that the big flippy part was where I was at the combo at the time. Which is interesting to note. Alright, next phase. You can tell it's the next phase because she sort of has this glass breaking effect around her. Ow, everything hurts. Too aggressive. Should have held off, dealt with the umbrella as necessary. Okay, she's doing something. Phase switch. Good. Broke her out of her shield nice and quick. It's almost like I have an idea of what I'm doing now. Alright. Good. Keeping her on her toes, and I think this is the last phase. I haven't even used her panic yet. Alright. Good, good, good. Nope. Ow. Didn't even need a break attack that time. Whew. Ugh. 3 fails. That was miserable. But rather par for the course for a guy like me. So, thank you very much for watching. We'll see if we'll continue this next time.